Seemingly happy at U of M, and he does an unbelievable job. I'm surprised he interviewed. That's my reaction. Not about his qualifications. The second reaction is, are they just going to interview everybody in America at this point for this job opening? I mean, how many people are they going to interview? But John Beilein, David, if you gave me a guess of 50 names and you go, Mikey, a name just interviewed with the Pistons, I probably would have blurted Izzo, right? Just because of the previous flirtations with the league and the rumor with the Magic. And then I probably would have just gone 80 different directions, but like John Beilein. I mean, selfishly, do I hope he takes it? Yeah, because he is a royal pain in the ass. He is damn good. But I just think he'd wreck his career. Why would you bother with this?
I don't understand this one at all.
People, you know what, David? You just used the right word, understand. People, can you help us understand this? I mean, maybe Beilein just did it to do it. Say he did an NBA interview. I don't know. But he's not in a position. He's not an egomaniac. He's not that guy. He's not a Calipari. He's not a Patino. When you take the interview, you know it's getting out. Now, hold on. What's Beilein's contract situation? Because that could be a reason you take it. Oh, you don't want to give me a raise? Watch this trick. And then somebody will call Ward Manuel back inside from the 10th tee, and they'll probably have to give Johnny B more cash. But I don't know his contract situation, not off the top of my head.
I'm not sure what it is, but you do remember Ward Manuel saying recently that he was in talks to give him an extension. So this could be on his
That's absolutely what it is.
Yeah.
Hell, I want some more leverage over this place. Can I interview for the Pistons job? With absolutely no intent of taking it.
I'll set you up. Set that interview right now.
Yeah, you want one job that I want less than this one. Pistons head coaching job. Makes this look like I'm the leadoff hitter for the Yankees. That's got to be the only reason. It's got to be a money play. Which, by the way, +1 for Johnny B. That is a boss move. But no, I just can't imagine him taking that job. I don't mind mixing that in. I'd love to hear from the 10 Michigan basketball fans that are left when it's not March. 248-539-9797. Let me get some of the people in the mix. David, ticket text as well. Oh, boy. We have the Roberto ones in, too? All right, I'll mix those in. Let me get Jonathan. He's in Bloomfield Hills. He's up next. What's up, Jonathan?
Hey, Mike. How's it going?
Good. What's up?
So first, I just want to tell you I am a true Michigan fan. I love the show, love you, but I'm not a Walmart Wolverine. I actually am a student at U of M. Quick thing on the John Beilein thing that I just thought, but the reason why I called. I know personally, we're family friends. A guy who used to play for Michigan's basketball team was the captain of actually a Final Four team, Josh Bartelstein. He works for the Pistons now. His boss is Arn Tellem. So I wouldn't be, and I know that he's been flying around. I know that he's been flying around trying to find coaches in this whole madness that is Tom Gore's. So it wouldn't surprise me if maybe he got breakfast or got just sat down with his old coach.
Jonathan,
in contact with.
Before we get to the main reason you called, I'm going to give you something I rarely give a caller. Jonathan in Bloomfield Hills reporting. Oh, it's a good scoop by you, and you got a siren out of it. All right, so what's the main story here? What are we talking about?
Mike, I'm honored. I just wanted to ask you, you talk about all the time, you're a Celtics fan, you're a Yankees fan. I was just wondering, how do you pick and choose between New York and Boston? Like, you're a Giants fan, not a Pats fan.
Totally fair
question. You're a
question.
Celtics fan, you're an Islanders fan, a Yankees fan. How come you're not a Knicks fan? I'm just curious.
No, it's a great question, and I've answered it a million times. It's easy. Where I grew up, if you look on a map, I'm on the Massachusetts border. So when I was a kid, we got both sets of TV stations, right? This is before fancy television. So you would get Boston local and New York local. My father and my grandfather were both Celtics fans. I can't explain why. I don't have that answer. My grandfather's dead, but I can go ask my father. My point is, I grew up rooting for the teams my dad rooted for. Giants, Yankees, Celtics. The only separator is no one in my family liked hockey. I fell in love with the Islanders because every kid in my neighborhood was a Rangers fan. But that's the only variance with the Celtics. The games were all on when I was a kid, and Larry Bird, duh. But my father and my grandfather, that's who they rooted for. So I just fell in line, so to speak. I didn't cherry pick when I was 20 years old.
Okay, fair enough. I was just curious why you weren't a Bruins fan or a Red Sox fan, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird deals, Jonathan. I appreciate it. It's just where I grew up, like you're right, you're 20 minutes from the Massachusetts border, but back in the day when the Celtics were on, I believe it was TV 38. That was the Boston channel. And then we got the local, like WPIX in New York City. So, like, it's this weird blend where, yeah, on any given night, you'd get Bruins, Islanders, Devils, because we would get MSG and Sports Channel New York and all that stuff. But the Islanders is the weirdo that I added. And it's because every kid in my neighborhood in high school was a Ranger fan. I don't know why. I don't have a great answer why I took that awful franchise. I did that to myself. But the Celtics, you got to blame Big G, and you got to blame my grandfather on that one. Giants and Yankees is a no-brainer because only losers root for the Mets and Jets. I mean, hell, that's written in the Constitution. What is that, like the 13th Amendment or whatever it is? Losers root for Mets and Jets.
The 13th? Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Those two deadbeat franchises. 248-539-9797. That's an interesting deal, though, because it would back up my point once again at the flexing that Arn Tellem is doing regarding former clients and his connection. Why do you think Brent Barry's been in the mix so much? This whole thing is a real weird deal. Now, if Beilein took the interview to leverage his contract situation, brilliant on his part, and you know what? Shame on Michigan that he had to do that to get what he deserves. I digress. But I just don't see him taking that job. I just don't. But I'm going to allow myself to at least leave a percentage open to dream because, man, that would really hurt Michigan. That would be exciting. That would kill their program.
Yeah, I don't want this as a fan.
Oh,
I don't.
That would be amazing.
I'm dreaming of championships right now.
I know. You have every right. He's done a better job than Izzo the last few years. I'll tell you that much. Beilein's one of the only coaches in the country where I feel like Izzo does not have a good handle on. You want to say out-coached? Say out-coached. I'm fine with that. Izzo just doesn't have a good handle on Beilein. Beilein gets the best. He always gets the best, Izzo, especially recent history. It would be odd to see Beilein in the pros. I just can't imagine it. He's too old. What 65-year-old man, not named Larry Brown, jumps back to the league? To me, Beilein was born to coach college, and he's got the machine rolling at U of M. Am I wrong for being a little bit negative on the fact? I mean, seemingly they're interviewing everyone for this job. Everyone.
Yeah, John Simon's interviewing next Saturday.
Yeah, Johnny Sai's got a Tuesday at 6:30. I mean, I just... But then yesterday in the paper, you read Vince Ellis, and he goes, yeah, the search is coming to an end. What, have they run out of human beings to interview? I mean, they're seemingly interviewing everybody. Maybe I'll start calling my clients, see if they're going to interview Mike Papura or Chris Paulson. I mean, who isn't up for this job? Have they interviewed Harry Glanz? I mean, David, yeah, I mean, honestly, they got stacked interviews. Harry Glanz at 6:30, Dan Burke at 6:45. Who haven't they interviewed?
Yeah, I know.
Has Jeremy Miller gotten on the private plane? Like, well, honestly.
My oldest son is interviewing on Sunday.
That's right. Jimmy Powers, Wednesday at 1. He likes the long lunches.
Oh.
My bad. Is this on? Sorry about. Wait a minute. Your phone call's next. 97.1.